Hey, what's up, y'all? How's it going? I hope you guys are all well. Hey, what's up, y'all? How's it going? You are well-ish? Why are you well-ish, J-Breed? Oh, hey, buddy. Sorry, I didn't know who that was. Now I know who you are. What's going on? Could always be worse. Could always be worse. I'm gonna just bullshit with you guys in a live feed while I buy more guns. I got that CZ P09C Nocturne today, which is pretty sweet. I love it. I can't pick it up and hold it and show you guys, but I'll have another video uploaded about it tonight. Unfortunately, live feeds are stupid finicky about you can't touch guns. Minor back injury, still tooling around. Get well soon, bud. Get well soon. Back injuries suck. They absolutely suck. It's one of the most important things you can do. Take care of your health. Hello from the West Bank of New Orleans. Hello, Joshua. How is the West Bank of New Orleans? Oh man, I found a awesome 8.5-inch Arsenal AK on GunBroker. I could probably build one for a lot cheaper, but this is like $3 grand. Looks pretty sweet though. Although I'm one to complain when I have an MP5, an Uzi, another MP5K, a VZ61 sitting behind me. I should just shut my mouth. Nice guns. Thanks, FBI. Your FBI leap system is slow and annoying. I was talking to you guys today. You need to up your speeds on some stuff. Show me your laptop screen. I can't show you my laptop screen. There's naughty stuff on there. No, it's secret data. No, I could probably show you. It's just hang on. I'll show you the AK, the Arsenal. I don't know how well you can see that. Can you see it? It's just a shorty SPR. I'd want to make it into a pulse sample though and make it into a machine gun. Is that better now that I showed you my laptop screen? I have a question. How can I also have the same connection as you? Have had to be in your praised? And if so, when do you see entrepreneurship of goodness? I'm sorry, Nathan. I don't understand what you mean. You'd be a beautiful woman. Thanks, John. I greatly appreciate that. A bald, beautiful woman? FBI, nice damn. Kamala Harris 2024. She will let us transition into animals next. It will be so cool. Yes. Okay. FBI, we will try. No, not you will try. I pay you a shitload of money every year. You and ATF. You guys gotta get on your shit. Are you transitioning into a woman or a man? I'm a man, so I'm not transitioning into either. Why are you have a gun? Because this is a gun channel and I talk about guns. I just can't touch it. It can be in the frame like the other ones right behind me, right here. Although you weren't talking to us today. Oh, actually, I was talking to you today. Levi, yes. Do you have a Glock 18C? An 18C. There is an 18C right here. Yes. And there is a 17 with a sear right here. Unfortunately, I can't pick up the 18C, but if you zoom in, there's a tiny, tiny little switch on it right there on the side. It's a ripper. Fake guns. Yes, all fake. You should probably go and look at our YouTube channel if you think they're all fake. Parth, hello. Wait, you were talking to us, sorry. Yes, FBI, we were talking to you. Actually, watch this because... I'll show you. FBI Nick Sleep. You can call that number. No, actually don't call that number. They'll get really pissed. But yep, talked to the FBI today for a while. Hot Wang says, TF, exclamation mark, question, question. What is your favorite gun? Parth. Oh man, that's a difficult question. Favorite guns. Favorite guns are going to start definitely with the Uzi platform. Love, love, love the Uzi platform. And the MP5, full-size and MP5K platforms. Some of my favorites. I'm sorry, let me turn that light back on so you can see a little better. Uzi, full-size MP5K behind the VZ61 and the Glock. Love the collection, man. Just purchased my first firearm recently, Glock 19X. That's a outstanding first gun. Yeah. Run it. Get infinitely familiar with its ins and outs. Great gun. It'll never let you down. Clean it. Treat it right. One thing I would recommend with any newer Glock, maritime spring cups. That's one thing that I like to do. There was an issue in Georgia, Tennessee, something like that, where a police officer was chasing a suspect, and the suspect ran through a stream. I don't know if he was like trying to lose scent of a dog or something. And the officer caught back up to him, chased him. As they were in the stream, the suspect went to fire at the officer. The officer had fallen down in the water, drew his weapon, was able to get a couple shots off during their exchange. However, the gun did malfunction due to being in the water and not having maritime spring cups. So maritime spring cups is something that I would definitely recommend. I got a Glock 19 sitting right here with maritime spring cups in it. And the 17 does have maritime spring cups in it, so throw them in. Do you have a Taurus with a triangle face? Not right now. I do not. We have at the shop before. Yeah. Bald head. Yep. I shave it. I love it. It's way cooler temperature wise. How do you get a switch? I thought they were illegal. So yes and no. So we have multiple FFLs. So we are a manufacturing federal firearms licensee. And then on top of that, we have a special occupational taxpayer license, a manufacturing special occupational taxpayer license, more than one, which allows us to manufacture a post-sample machine gun, i.e. manufacture a Glock switch. So all of our Glock switches, we take a chunk of metal on a mill and mill them out and make them. We have to serialize them, and then we put them on, we document them on what is called a Form 2 with ATF. We have to go through e-forms and document them with ATF. If you do not do that, it's incredibly illegal. If you're caught with a, I don't want to say registered, but unregistered machine gun, because they are registered, you're looking at it like a 10-year prison sentence and a $250,000 fine. It's serious shit. After you get your manufacturing license, your FFL, your SOT, then you can make them. You can buy them from other SOTs if you wish as well, and throw them on your gun and let it rip. You got to have all of that paperwork and documentation present, though. Like, ATF can come in and inspect. You got to have a retail location, so we got a retail location. And you go from there. It's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of documentation. It gets expensive after a while. Once you get into machine gun territory, I mean, you're looking at thousands of dollars very, very, very quickly. I mean, you know, if you want to negate going the dealer route, the FFL and SOT route, you're gonna have to pay even more money. But the dealer route is really the way to go. It's expensive, but man, is it fun. It is an absolute blast. Ruben, I can't talk politics too much, but, well, since we're a gun channel, I'll let you do the math. Will a Glock protect someone from a grizzly? It all depends on the Glock. If it's a 22 caliber Glock, you're probably going to have to put quite a few rounds in it. When it comes to bears, I know if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. And if it's white, good night. Polar bear will kill you. I mean, yeah, a Glock will, but you're probably gonna have to put a few rounds in it. Although with advances in ammunition, you know, something 9mm, 40, 45, eventually it's gonna take it down. You're gonna piss it off first, but a lot of people like the 10mm option as a carry gun when they're up in Alaska or out west or whatever. Yeah, there's tons of options, but grizzlies, man, they're not anything to mess around with. Funny, I came across your channel, beat a felony gun charge today. I was falsely accused, got my priors expunged, just gotta wait this process out now, filing to finish. Music City FB, man, sorry, that sounds like a whole conundrum. We like to keep things legal. I deal with ATF, FBI, local law enforcement almost a daily basis, if not guaranteed a weekly basis. And there's a lot of hoops to jump through, but man, yeah, you can get in a lot of trouble real quick. Jason, what's up, man? The top 2 shelves in the safe are screaming. It looks like they're about to collapse. Yeah, they're screaming. I need like 2 more safes. I have so much shit up there. I'd like to, if I could do a live video and pull all the crap out of there, I'd show you, but I can't do it on a live feed, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff up there. FBI. I know it was crazy, like, for real. Don't ever put water into it, though. I know you. Yeah, thanks, FBI. Coffins. Oh, hey, man, what's going on, dude? That's why you have a switch. Well, that's between us and ATF NFA branch, so you're not, FBI, you're really not involved. Sorry, man. Can an 18-year-old kid carry a gun in California? I am by absolutely no means an attorney or a legal expert in California. California, I would say that everything is illegal. I would assume that their laws state that you got to be 21 to have a handgun. I don't know for sure. You're going to have to look that up yourself, bud. You know, California laws are ridiculous. So, sorry, I can't give you a definitive answer because I am not in California And I try to avoid anything and everything that has to do with California like the plague. Do you have a 1911 45? Yes, many, multiple, several. The 1911 is a wonderful platform. Tried and true. The back-to-back World War champ, as everybody says. Gonna face a lot of consequences if you do have one illegally, a switch for a Glock. Yes, you will face, yeah. We obviously make videos on our YouTube channel with our full auto Glocks, but we're doing it legally. If we were doing it illegally, that's like literally begging for a set of stainless steel bracelets and literally begging to go to jail. Like my IOI, the guys that I answer to at ATF, watch this channel, watch my content. They scroll through, like they have an entire branch that scrolls through social media and looks for shit that they can, you know, arrest people on, and it's, yeah, it's no joke. So don't do it illegally. You'll get in some serious T-rubble. You finally opened your locker. It's more than a locker, my man. It's a pretty heavy vault. Are you a policeman? I don't know. Maine Coleman A. Are you really an ATF agent or no? No, not currently. Bro, get out and vote. Oh, I already voted. The gun rack, clickety clack whack, bam, boom, boom. Yeah, what a tool. I have tools. I'm not a tool, but I mean, you're welcome to think so, but whatever. Is a SD40 good for EDC? What SD40? He's the feds, y'all. Not the feds. We have contracted with them before, but no, we're not the feds. He's a SD40. What SD40 do you mean for? Oh, the older Smith & Wesson VE. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's okay. A lot of people love 40 Smith & Wesson. I'm not a big fan of 40 with the advances in technology with 9mm. I mean, the SD40 2.0, that's what you're talking about. Okay. I mean, they're only 14 rounds. Yeah, 40's got punch to it, but so does a lot of plus P 9mm ammo that'll blow it out of the park, and you have way more ammunition. I mean, yeah, it'll work if that's what you got, but I would, personally, if it was me, I'm going to go with something 9mm. Hello, Gold Grinder, what's up? Keck, okay, fire. Thanks, man. So, you guys, I got something pretty sweet coming up for the channel, too. I am a real big fan of the Uzi platform. That is a full-size Uzi with a badass knife on it. That's one of the original Uzi knives. We're actually in the process of making I've got another SOT who's going to help me get some parts, etc. I can't divulge too many details yet because I kind of want it to be a surprise when it's all done. But we're going to have another Uzi that's going to be even cooler than that one. So be sure to stick around and look out for that. But in the meantime, what else should we buy on GunBroker? I'm looking for stuff that I can sell in the retail store. That's a decent money maker and a decent flip. Recently, the Taurus G series have been really nice lately. Like the GX4. They're cheap. They're an okay gun. Personally, would I carry one? No. But man, the people love them. I think I'm gonna buy a couple just to. They're a little bit smaller than a Glock 19. Definitely cheaper. think we're gonna buy a couple of those just to. Okay. Bro, and what you need, all of them guns, you can't even use them. You only got 2 arms. Yeah, I know. But we're a gun channel, we love firearms, so we try and use 2 at a time. Any budget, 9mm PCC. Right now, I would go for a pistol caliber carbine, budget pistol caliber carbine. PTR Industries. I would get one of the PTR Industries 9mm guns. They're pretty robust. I like roller lockers, so yeah, the 9RS is $18.89 retail, and the 9C, the PTR 9C, is also $18.89 retail. The 9CTCL is $17.76. Huh. See what they did there? I love that. $17.76 for a price. Hell yeah. The 9KT is also $18.89. That's the other version of the 9KT. The 9RS and the 9KT are, I think, almost identical. Just the KT is just a little bit shorter of a barrel. But PTR Industries, they're pretty awesome. I know one of the welders, he's actually an FFL SOT in his personal time, and has a business. He's pretty cool. His name is Andrew. I deal with him all the time. He actually, for his real job, welds receivers for PTR Industries and is a freaking badass and makes a quality product. So yeah, I'd get like a 9CT or 9KT from PTR Industries if you're looking for a budget pistol caliber carbine. Do you have some cool ass sniper? Yeah, I got a couple of them. I don't know what you'd consider a sniper. There's a 338 Win Mag right here, and then 338 Lapua. We had a 50 BMG for a while, but they're expensive. I sold that. What are your options of the Shadow Systems line? Sean, what do you mean by options? I'm a dealer, so I can order, anything. Are you talking like, what are you asking? Like, what do you prefer? If you're asking what do you prefer, the MR920 is the copy of the Glock 19, the compact. MR920 is an awesome option. I would run one. I've ran a Glock 19 doing many different things. Love them, rely on them. However, I do love an exposed hammer. I love my CZs. So CZ, Glock 19, I love them both. If you're gonna go with a Shadow Systems, I'd stick with an MR920. I think the new ones, I'm pulling it up real quick. Yeah, the newest edition of the MR920, they lightened up its RMR cut, its optics is cut. They cut the slide down quite a bit. So I think they pulled some weight out. They got a flared magwell, which is way more pronounced than a normal Glock 19. And to top it off, I believe it looks like they come with a threaded barrel ready to go. So you can throw a can on it, suppress it, because everybody loves suppressors. Options. Yeah, if I were you, I'd go with the MR920. It's just an all-around. What plate carrier do you have? RTS, Cry, Spiritus? Right now in the shop, Gold Render, I honestly can't recall what I've got in the shop right now. We've got 2 or 3 different brands. Plate carriers, it's such a controversial topic. Obviously something's better than nothing. Ceramic is really the new way to go. Wear it, train with it, use it, get comfortable with it, put your shit on it. I've used RTS before. They're okay. Cry and Spiritus are all are all good quality products. I wouldn't get one of the AR 500 ones just because of Spalding, and there's lots of theories. I'll make a video coming up. I should do that. I was going to do that a couple of months ago, but I just ran out of time. With the AR 500 plates, a round will hit it and you can get metal in the neck, which isn't a good thing. Bullets rip through flesh and bone. RIP to your new home. I mean, okay. Yeah, it depends on the bullet, though. 338 Lapua will go through probably 3 houses if you try hard enough. Like 9mm hollow points, it's probably going to go through like 1 layer of drywall, and that's it. Who's the other person clicking the emojis on the side? Nobody. I'm the only one here right now. My dog is in the other room, but she's sleeping. Options, yeah, Sean, we talked about options. MR920, I'd go with. Can I buy a rocket launcher? Yeah, you can buy anything with the right paperwork. Rocket launchers fall under destructive devices. So you're probably going to need your Type 10 FFL. And then a federal firearms or federal explosives license. Yeah, so your Type 10 FFL is business, manufacture, sell, and occasionally import destructive devices. Destructive devices are, I've got a buddy who we've done a video before with a grenade, and he's a FEL Type 20 and does all his shit, and it's stupid expensive, but it's crazy fun when you get to blow shit up legally. It's tons of fun. But it is expensive. Oh, the Shadow Systems war bullets. Yeah, those are... Yeah, I'd go with the MR920. Unless you want a big gun. Personally, I don't like huge guns, Sean. I'd go with the MR920. I think they all come now with a Holosun 507C, I believe. Yeah, let me look real quick. Front chevron separations, front tritium. Oh, they come with a special edition blacked out Holosun 507C. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Blacked out steel rear sights, flat face trigger with a red trigger shoe, wraparound texture and back strap. Yeah, I mean, I'd run one. I wouldn't question it at all. It's a good quality firearm. I don't get too crazy about the MR920s and the war poets just because I like to stick with a fairly basic Glock unless it's got a maritime spring cup in it. It's usually about all I do, and just run them because they'll take the abuse. Gold grinder, check. Green check, yeah. Lori Taylor, how old are you? I am old enough to know better. Thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, if you got other questions. I mean, I'm not an expert with everything, but I try and stay as well versed as I can. I don't transact 50 Shadow Systems a day, but I mean, I've shot many of them and have customers buy them all the time, so they're nice guns. No complaints. No complaints at all. So I think we're going to get some Taurus GX4s. And then I think we're going to get just some basic Glock 19s. Because those are good quality sellers. And no, we're not selling anything on YouTube. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. At our retail store. So if you want to figure that out, I can't put a link or anything, but you can figure it out. Ooh, Swamp Fox. Red dots are on sale too. They're mediocre, I don't know. Last one I had, I didn't like it very much. Coffins, who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? It's a gun channel, so I'm sure if you are intuitive enough, you can figure it out. Our business has machine guns, so you do the math. What do you think of 224 Valkyrie? Matt J. Hello. Hey, what's up, man? Cali Guns 556. 224 Valkyrie is a heavy hitter. That's a good round. The only caveat I will say with that is it's expensive. I don't really like it for that fact, just because you have to go and get all specific 224 Valkyrie shit. If you're going to reload it, all that crap. But, I mean, no real complaints. It's a heavy hitter. Yeah, standard muzzle velocity is 2750 out of 108 grain bullet from Hornady is what they're saying for 224 Valkyrie. 224 Valkyrie drop at 1,000 yards, 381 inches, which isn't, I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, that's a 90 grain bullet, but it's ripping. Yeah, there's definitely nothing wrong with it. I mean, would I put it on a full auto lower and go rip off hundreds of rounds just screwing around? Hell no, because it's expensive. We'll look at some 224 Valkyrie ammunition for you. I can get it at a dealer cost, but it's still pretty damn expensive. Sorry, it'll take me a minute to find it. There's an enormous list. 243 Win, 24 gauge, 243 WSSM. One of my suppliers has a list of, I think, literally every cartridge that you could ever think of. 7-30 Walters. 7-30 Waters. There's a difference. 7.5 by 54 French. Argentine. Holy crap. I just need 224 Valkyrie. Sorry, man, I'm trying to find it, but we got a really long list. There we go, 224 Valkyrie. Finally found it. Oh, it's like 62 cents a round. I mean, it's available, but yeah, my cost on it's about 62 cents a round, so it's still up there. I mean, I'm not gonna go and, it's a good round, but I'm not gonna go and rip it in a machine gun. Matt J, hello again. Coffins, I am in Asia. Jeez. Oh, where in Asia? Do you sell outside of USA? Oh, we can, yeah. I can import and export. It's probably going to be more expensive, but, I mean, yeah, we have. It's a lot of monkeying around. But yeah, Fidelity out of Justin. Yeah, we can sell out of the US. I don't prefer to, but we can. imported stuff before. It's a whole lot of paperwork with ATF. Cali guns 5.56. Back then it was 15 a box, now 21 a box for Valkyrie. Yeah, it's expensive. I am looking at my cost on it is $12.34 for 20 rounds. That's my cost. So markup, figure, I don't know, 15, 20%, 25%, depending on how things are going. So yeah, probably about 21 bucks. It's not a little bit less. I could probably do a little bit less than that, but nice gun. Thanks, man. Him boy. What kind of gun on the table? That is a P09C Nocturne CZ. I'd love to show you a whole bunch more guns, but on live feeds we can't pick them up and show you as much as I would love to pick them up and show you all sorts of guns behind me, but I can't, because then I will get in more trouble with the YouTube algorithm, because they don't like us to begin with. Message retracted. You can go ahead and ask. I ain't scared. What do you think of the Stowaway? What Stowaway are you referring to? Are you referring to the like ultralight takedown? I think it's, hang on, let me look. Like by Dark Mountain, are you talking about? Cali guns? Oh yeah, it's by Dark Mountain Arms. I haven't had one yet. I haven't shot it. They're pretty cool. I mean, looks awesome. Looks kind of like a AR based lower. That's 5.7 by 28. Anything 5.7 by 28 is a friggin' badass round. It is a absolute killer of a round. But as a single bolt gun, I mean, I see its purpose. They want a really heavy hitting bottleneck rifle bridge cartridge-ish. It's not quite a rifle cartridge. It's kind of the bridge, one of those bridge cartridges, that they want in a bolt action gun. So you don't really have to worry crazy about chamber pressures or anything like that. You can just load it and let it rip, and it's compact. But if you're gonna suppress 5.7 by 28, it's pretty hard to suppress, just because it's a hot round. You got a lot of energy to disperse. Would I go long distance shooting with it? No. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. I'll see if I got a customer that orders one through us, or I might order one for the store. We'll see. Felipe, yes we do, but not on YouTube. We have a retail location. I absolutely do not have to express that we do not sell anything on YouTube. I love your watch, by the way. Is it a Submariner? No, it's a Subby clone. It's a Seiko SRPD. It's a custom mod Submariner clone. Him boy. I'm gonna buy one though. They're just crazy expensive. I'd love a Submariner. I don't know if I could daily drive one though, because they are very expensive for a date jest. I want it in 17 HMR. Yeah, 17 HMR is a pretty sweet round too, man. If you're gonna suppress it though, it's loud. It is a puncher of a round. Can I buy an MG42? Yeah, you can. Depends on where you are. You can buy anything if you have the right amount of money and the right paperwork, depending on where you live. We can buy an MG42. We can manufacture one too. I would love one, but damn, are they expensive. Let's just see if I can find one for sale, just because I periodically check. MG34s usually come up more often than MG42s. Receiver parts, demilled receiver parts, any whole guns. I do not see any for sale. Let's see. MG42 is something that I've always wanted. Rock Island Auction had one. Yeah, it ended. I think it sold for... yeah, this sold a long time ago. This is just an old listing. Sold for a lot of money. I'd love one. But MG42s are... I don't even know if I'd want to shoot it. They're just such crazy, amazing collector pieces and pieces of history that, you know, if something went wrong and you wrecked it, oh man, that is an expensive thing to destroy and to screw up. But yeah, we'll get an MG42 maybe someday. They're just ridiculously expensive. That gun you're talking about would be freaking sweet in 22 Hornet. Yeah, it would be sweet in 22 Hornet. The only thing that I would caveat with 22 Hornet is 22 Hornet is kind of getting towards one of those oddball rounds that just gets so pricey to feed. You know, 22 long rifle, you know, wouldn't be a bad option either, because that's a lot easier to suppress. There's a lot more options available for ammunition, etc. Hell yeah, I got my Date-8 around 2 years ago, also used. Yeah, Himbo, I'd probably buy a used one, just because they're so stupid expensive. But yeah, I'm a big fan. I held an MG42 at the Crossroad Gun Show. Now, my question to you, Cali Guns 556, was that a reproduction that wasn't a fireable weapon? Because there's a lot of those that are on the market that are just reenactment guns that do not fire. Just because real ones that do fire are so few and far between and so expensive. If it was real, it is worth an incredible amount of money, not to mention the historic value, even if it was a re-weld or a post sample or something like that. You heard of the 21 Sharp? Which 21 Sharp? I hear of a lot of things, keeping them all straight. That's the only... Oh, the Winchester 21 Sharp. Yeah, it's almost like a 22 long rifle. They just necked the cartridge different. You know, it's a cool round. It's a badass round, but you know, when you get all those weird rounds, you got to get specific shit. Sorry, just reading real quick, refreshing my memory about 21 Sharp, because I have talked to a customer about it before. Yeah, I mean, you know, ammunition availability there's a lot to be said about that. I mean, if you can't get ammunition for it, what good is the gun, you know? Who would win if Netanyahu went against Trump in the U.S. elections? Not enough people know about Netanyahu. They don't understand him. So, I can't answer your question, bud. I'm sorry. Solely based off of the fact I know information about Netanyahu, but a lot of people don't. I had a friend that worked for Mossad for a while that did some contract work with the DoD that was an absolute badass. And I learned a lot about Netanyahu and worldly things through him. It said do not pick up, but I had to. Yeah, they probably said do not pick it up on the MG42 because they don't want the oils from your hands getting on the firearm and degrading the metals of the firearm, because it's such a precious piece of metal, a precious firearm. Dan Bro is ready for World War III. I hope not, man. I always tell people to be thinkers over shooters. I hopefully would never, ever have to have any of you be in a situation where you have to use a firearm or for a war, God forbid. Not cool. I'm just a gun nut and a firearm enthusiast and love to share some of the stuff that we get through the business with you guys. Hello, love from Sakulik. Hey man, what's going on? Is 22 long rifle a good enough round for most applications? Yeah, 22 long rifle is, so believe it or not, statistically speaking, 22 long rifle is the most often used round in assassinations and suicides, just because it is so readily available. It's quiet, it's small, it has crazy velocity, and it is a puncher of a round. As sad as that is, but those are the facts. Sorry, I gotta look up where you guys are from. I don't know where that is. I like to be fairly worldly, but I don't know where. Oh, you guys are from Czech Republic. Oh, that's badass. Yeah, awesome. Speaking of Czech Republic, CZ on the table. Huge CZ fan. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, for checking out the channel. I really appreciate you. I got a good friend who his entire family is from Czech Republic, and he's also a CZ nut. He would be able to understand what you were saying. However, I cannot. How much money did you spend so far on your guns? A lot. I don't know. I can't give you KRS TNT. I cannot give you a definitive answer. However, I will caveat that with I have my personal firearms, and then I have the business's firearms. So the business has spent money on firearms, and then I personally have spent money on firearms. But personally, I honestly, I'd have to sit and do some math. It's a lot. I love firearms. What can I say? Can it be shot from a 22 long rifle? Can what be shot from a 22 long rifle? Cali guns, what are you talking about? Can what be shot? McDantis, yeah. Platinum firearm, yeah. I love my CZs. They're awesome. I'm going to start. This is the new P09C Nocturne, and I'm going to carry it as my daily carry gun. I'm going to put it on my battle belt, and we're going to run it really hard. I'm going to put a shitload of rounds through it. Right now, I am running as my daily a CZ75 PCR. One of the older CZ75s, and I love it. I'm just looking to see if there's an MG42 for sale anywhere, and I don't really see one. You know, when they come on the market, people are usually pretty fast to buy them if they've been in the market for them. Usually sit in the weeds and wait, and then just snatch them up. Guns like that are investment pieces. They're not, you don't just, well, unless you have like insane amounts of money, you don't just buy them to buy them. You buy them as investment pieces to hold on to. In terms of SMGs, what do you recommend for home defense? So the term SMG refers to a submachine gun. And unless you're an SOT or somewhere, or you have a pre-ban on a Form 4, you're probably not going to have an SMG. The term that is more commonly used is pistol caliber carbine, or PCC, for gun makeup. So if I were you, we talked about this a little bit before because I had one other person asking me about pistol caliber carbines. All of the PTR Industries firearms are wonderful in 9x19. They're a clone of HK MP5s. They're made on similar tooling. They're wonderful starter weapons. Mag fed, 30 rounds, concealable. And the 9KT models, 1889, $1,800, almost $1,900. But you get into pistol caliber carbines, and that's actually pretty cheap. You know, you start looking at B&T stuff, and you're going to be, you know, $3,000 to $5,000 just out of the whole shot. I will take your gun, Lubra. Stop faking on live. One Lucha Cloud 4. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Ooh, I found a pretty sweet MP5 for sale on GunBroker that looks like it's a re-weld from 1978. But it is a law letter gun, which we've done before. I could get. I'm going to have to watch this. I'm going to probably put a bid on this. It ends tomorrow? Wow. Can't believe this has been sitting so long. Nobody's even... We're looking at the NFA portion of GunBroker, my favorite portion of it. So some good shit in here. But what I'm looking for right now is Uzi stuff. Ooh, there's a transferable Styrog for $42,000. That's on a Form 4. Man, there's a seller on GunBroker that has, in the NFA section, tons of B&T stuff. Probably the most amount of B&T stuff I've ever seen in one single spot. I'm quite impressed. They got Station 6s, if you know what those are the pistols that are copied after the well rod for euthanasia of horses. They're 9mm or 45 ACP. Usually veterinarians buy them to euthanize animals. They're kind of interesting. B&T rocks. Yeah, it does, Jason. B&T is amazing. I love it. The thing I don't love about it is the price, because it is way too expensive. Way too expensive. And if through the business, if we can get our hands on something and turn it into a post-sample machine gun, we love to. However, doing that with B&T stuff is incredibly expensive. I mean, I'd love like a APC 9K full auto, but to do it right, it's crazy, crazy ridiculous. Yeah, a billet lower instead of plastic, yeah. Yeah, the APC 9Ks they're amazing, but to make them full auto is ridiculously expensive. I don't remember what has to be changed. There was another SOT that I was talking to about his APC 9K that they made into a post sample that was full auto, and it was amazing. But for the price, is holy crap. I don't really know if it was worth it. Yeah, man, there's so much B&T stuff in here, and I love it. Somebody must be going out of business. This retail location must be going out of business. Because this is like an entire store's inventory of B&T stuff. Go look on GunBroker right now. Look it up under the NFA stuff. They have hundreds of suppressors for sale. Yeah, the KH9s are awesome, Jason, but yeah, I know they can be finicky. I've heard that before. I know they like to be kept clean, but if you over oil them, you can run into problems, and if you under oil them, run into problems. Some good deals on suppressors too. I'll have to get a live feed set up so I can share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So I just scroll through and look at all sorts of cool shit. I didn't realize what time it is, but I'm gonna have to let you guys go soon. Where to switch? Lorenzo, obviously. There's an 18C. And there's a 17 with a switch. I don't know why the internet just goes absolutely fanatically insane for any Glock with a switch on them. They lose their luster after a while. They just piss away ammunition. They're fun, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of a novelty thing. Once you play with one for like a day, it's like, oh, this is not very exciting anymore because it's really expensive to feed ammunition. All right, fam. I gotta go get means of payment for a transaction for buying firearms online, because I'm gonna buy some firearms online for the business. So you should sit way lower, but keep the laptop where it is. Make it your thing, man. Sure. I mean, no. This is where I just threw stuff. Alright, though, guys. Until next time, I appreciate you guys stopping by and bullshitting about guns while I buy guns. So I am going to go and finish up some transactions here. And I will see you guys next time. If you got any questions, shoot them on over. If you want to see some videos of specific things, whatever, let me know. And we'll do our best to get to them. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping on by. Peace out.